Hello everyone and welcome back to AustinPlus commentary, where today we are talking about it's a simple question really. Where is the Boys franchise going? I think it's one of the lesser known questions. I know the Boys is very popular, but I also am aware that not a lot of people really give the Boys franchise a lot of recognition. So I thought I'd shine a bit of light on it and see, where is this going? Is it going far, or is it coming to a halt very, very soon in 2026 with the premiere of Season 5 of The Boys? So, let's check this out. So the one thing I think people need to address is that the success of Season 1, 2, 3, and 4 of The Boys. Now, The Boys is a show that is very gruesome, highly traumatizing as well. The Boys franchise is all about this character who plays the role of a hero but secretly is a villain, also known as Homelander. And it follows basically a knockoff version of the Justice League, because the Boys technically are a part of the DC universe, but it's never blatantly said, but it's some sort of alternate reality. But they are essentially the Injustice Society, some may say, but it's you've got Queen Maeve, who is basically budget Wonder Woman. Season 1, I would say, was very slow. It made it hard to enjoy because all it did was showcase the new type of graphics that this type of show was going for. But it was still a good show and enjoyable, all things considered. It was harder to enjoy compared to the other seasons, for sure. But that gory stuff, that's also very new to me. I've played COD, but that first hand in a show is quite new. So that's why it took me a while to warm up to a show like this. Now, Season 2 is when this universe really started to become very definitive and watchable, and that's when this really skyrocketed. Season 1, many people thought it was just a show that was all to do with villainous version of the the Justice League, and it was a DC knockoff show. But Season 2 is when it found its own essence, and it did skyrocket in views, becoming HBO Max's probably biggest cash cow to date. To me, Season 3, I think, is the best season in terms of storyline and entertainment value. Entertainment-wise, there was always something going on with Soulja Boy and Homelander. Then you find out that connection, and then Billy Butcher getting powers. All of that was very new, and that was what kept me intrigued. It's what's going to happen next. It's like your typical detective show. In Season 3 also, many of the episodes got a bit longer, so it was one of those things you'd have to wait till the next night to watch it. So it was one of those things where you just continuously watched it over the course of time, but it kept people on edge. Now, with Season 4, while it wasn't the most well-received season out of all of them, it was considered the most impactful in terms of the storyline, with the introduction of new characters, new abilities, and then obviously deepened, I was trying to think of the word, deepened the storyline, which obviously then set up Season 5, so everyone's very excited for that. Around the same time as Season 4 was released, I believe, Gen V was also released. Gen V was the most successful because of how easily it matches the stupidity of The Boys, and it's also very gory and matches the same tones. But the least well-known project in terms of spin-offs for the Boys franchise is The Boys Diabolical. Now, The Boys Diabolical is actually a show. It's an animated version of The Boys show, but shortened down. So I think it's for anyone that doesn't like the gory stuff, but grew up watching Injustice the cartoon, which was also bloody, and Batman the Killing Joke. Again, bloody, it had swearing, but it was all animated, so it was somewhat PG. But I kind of agree with that, especially if you're trying to ease your way in. I watched the Boys Diabolical after. I much preferred the Boys Diabolical to the other one, to the main Boys, and the way it was portrayed. But the storyline in the actual Boys is far deeper. So if you're looking for entertainment and story, go with the original. If you're looking for something to ease yourself into, start with the Diabolical, then you go to the real one. Gen V was renewed for a second season, I think after the first season actually, and the second season is said to premiere this summer, September 17th. Now, with Season 5 of The Boys is said to release in summer of 2026, Billy Butcher, the actor Carl Urban, has confirmed that production has finished. But more new characters are said to be coming, like in season 4. But it's going to be a complete bloodfest is the main thing we got, which I'm guessing it doesn't actually mean much. I mean, Homelander kills a lot of people in other series, so if you kill, the only other way it's going to be a bloodbath is if you just kill everyone in the show, which I don't think they're going to do considering what I've learnt later. I will say that the developers are good at not disclosing this, but it has been confirmed that a show called The Boys Mexico will be introduced, where it's a show based around like another group of characters like the boys, similar age as the people in Gen V, but are based in Mexico. So it'll be like them growing up, finding out their powers in Mexico after the incident to do with like the science labs and the like kids in Mexico. Which is already being produced by it's not being produced by someone, but it's said to have the same guy as the main guy that played Andor in it. But the most we know is that the group of Supes will be living in poverty in Mexico. It's the only like type thing we've been given. The other confirmed spin-offs that we have been given or told are called Vought Rising, which is Vought or Vought, whatever you want to call it. It basically covers Stormfront and Soulja Boy actually getting to know each other at some point in history before Homelander met Stormfront, and then obviously realized that Soulja Boy was his father. But it's them a lot younger in the 1940s when we find out Soulja Boy is from. Same like Captain America, but all of them will be like forming a superhero regime separately, so they'll be on separate teams, like almost. Which I actually think I'd be very much interested in. We were shown like a poster, which I have just shown on screen, and this was the only teaser we're given. We have heard nothing about this since it was announced. I am for the Vought Rising one. Gen V didn't strike me that much, but I would like to see the Boys Mexico one. I think that's a whole different tone that they're bringing in, so they definitely know what they're doing. So the question is the franchise going somewhere? I'm not too sure. I think with Vought Rising in the Boys Mexico, you could probably go somewhere a bit. But I think Season 5 and then Gen V, depending on how Season 2 goes, and then Vought Rising, it all depends on them. I think Season 5 is a good stopping point, whether you want to continue on with spin-offs like Star Wars did. It's good, but I highly doubt the boys have got the same budget after that, because I think they actually these people want to be known for other things, because I know Anthony Starr wants to do other stuff rather than be Homelander his whole life, which I get. But without further ado, everyone, that is the end of today's video. I do hope you all enjoy, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and comment what else you would like to see on the channel. And without further ado, I hope you have an amazing day as always, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!
Yeah!